Hi everybody, this is my 40 breeder, and today we're going to get in there and do a simple water change. I'm not going to use a gravel vac. I'm going to use my open-ended siphon hose here, and we're going to try to just remove a bunch of that loose algae and stuff out of there. The water's fine, the fish are fine, and it doesn't really need a water change. I just want to get some of this stuff cleaned up out of the corners and whatnot, and so that's all we're going to do. Afterwards we'll have a little bit closer look at the tank, but first let's see how much of this stuff we can actually get out of there. Yeah, just afraid a lot of it's still going to be sort of attached to stuff. A lot of it will come out, but a lot of it won't. Unfortunately, when you're using the open-ended siphon like this, it can be a little rough on the plants too, and you can really do some damage on the leaves. But I am pulling more of that out of there than I was expecting to. Look at that. Might have to do a couple of 5-gallon buckets. I'm really getting more of this out of here than I was expecting to. Wow, this is really coming out of here in big chunks, and I haven't even gotten to just the loose stuff down on the bottom. We are almost done our first 5-gallon bucket. This is interesting stuff. It's a combination of blackbeard algae with cyanobacteria growing on top of it. So, alright, there's that. Let me go dump this bucket out, and we will come and get one more bucket full out of that. That was so much more effective than I thought it was going to be. I think that is good enough for now. So let me go get the fill them up hose, and I'll be right back to start putting water back in the tank. And there's your after. I know we didn't really do it before, but there's your after anyway. We've got the tank all filled back up. I did get in there real quick and wipe the glass down while we were filling the tank up off camera. I didn't think you all would mind too terribly much just watching me wipe the glass down. And of course, after we were done, I got over here with the Deadly Windex and I wiped the glass down with the Windex as well on the outside, so we got a nice clean viewing pane. And I'm sure it didn't come across really well in the video, but if you look down into this corner, you can see how clean it is. I know there's still some green cyanobacteria, a little bit of algae and stuff down there, but it just had clumps of that stuff just growing in the corner. Some of it was just loose and hanging out in the corner. You can see how much we got off of that rock right there in the front. The plants really cleaned up nicely. I was really surprised at how much we were able to just simply remove off of the plants. I was able to get some stuff off of the plumbing in the back. You can see there's still some pretty good clumpy stuff growing on it that needs to get taken out of there. But you know, little by little, we're working on this tank. We're getting there. Every time we get in here and do a little more work, it cleans up a little more nicely. And so I'm really, really happy with the way this tank is starting to shape up. Nice new vigorous plant growth. I did check the nitrate. I did a dip test real quick right before I started filling it back up, or right after I started filling it back up, honestly. So a little bit of fresh water had gone in, but not very much. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I was actually adding some nitrate when I was filling it back up, because when I checked, the nitrate color part barely changed color. I mean, it didn't even register 10 parts per million, and that was after adding some fresh water back into it. And I do have nitrate in my groundwater sometimes. I don't know if I do right now at the moment, but it's not out of the question that I could have 5 or 10 parts per million nitrate in my groundwater. And so it's possible that I was adding nitrate to this tank. There's virtually none in here. But you can see I've got those 4 Siamese algae eaters that you can see popping up from time to time. And then I've got 2 rubber lip plecos in here. And that's pretty much it. So not a whole lot in the way of being stocked. And I think I have 7 nearite snails. And the nearite snails do very little as far as adding bioload. They do add bioload, but not a lot. So there you go. There's the update on the 40 breeder. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, all that good stuff. And then don't forget, I do a live stream every Friday night and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss that. Otherwise, thanks for watching this one. I'll see you real soon in the next one.